Okay, so back then in the community tab thing, y'all saw how I said I will make a tutorial about Paint 3D. So yeah, we're just gonna do that now. I'm just gonna explain how I do my Paint 3D stuff and how I animate it because some people in the comments have always questioned about it. And well, don't mind me about me being weird or something. It's just the first time I uh, freaking format video like this, like me voiceover. Also for the ones that didn't know my voice was like this, and yeah, this is my voice. Yay, voice reveal. I mean, if you have followed the BOSS team, you already know my voice. But yeah, okay. So we have wait. Oh, okay. This is the okay. I'm just showing my freaking work over here. You see how I save every pose of Paint 3D. Yeah, I just usually do that because okay, you'll see later. Um, for now, let's focus. So what we do first, what I like to do first, is to like okay, let's say now last time I said I would do origin, and I already have like an idea for origin. So we're just gonna what I like to do is like just insert the image. Like let me just search it. Don't think I'll show. Oh well, I mean I don't show anything here, but oh there is Bandu origin. Okay, let's just import this file. Many people already know what I'm about to do, but it's not what you think. It's probably not what you. Let's okay, there it is. Mm-hmm. Bandu sprites thing. But okay. So now I want to do the auto animation. So for this part, I just slowly and not too much. Well for this, I just cut thing like the sprite sheet. You see how it's like that. I just cut it like almost equally as the freaking pose. And now I just do the same thing over here. Bam. And would it be like that? Yeah, I think it's like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Well, it shouldn't be like exact, but I like to do it almost exactly so it's more accurate to the poses. Even if I think this bandu is quite different in poses, I'm just noticing. I mean, I think it has the same hitbox. I'm not sure what it's called, but like size. The the over here, aka the frick word. I'm not sure if I should say swear words. Oh no, it's different size. I'm seeing. I think, but that'll be later. I'll do that later, like off screen, and you'll see and up thing in the future, maybe future. Yeah. Okay. So now that we do this, we have our size, the size of Bandu over here. Now what we want to do is cut like the whole image, like just leave it there. There we go. So now we have Bandu, origin Bandu over here. So let me just quickly just pull out of. I just said a swear word. Well, I mean, I hope y'all don't mind the swear words I do. Because it's just common to me now. So if you don't like them, then I'm sorry for saying, but yeah, it's normal for me now. So I'm just gonna Please plug in my drawing tablet because now it's the time to draw. And I'll cut this. Y'all won't see me. There it is. Perfect. So I'm just gonna draw, and in the meantime, I'll just cut this, and we'll go back until I finish the drawing. Okay. Yeah, I just drew it. There you go. Oh shit, I forgot to. It's just my image reference of 7 because I didn't tell y'all this, but 7 will be origin. Spoilers, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, like 7. Also, if you don't know how to draw in Paint 3D, then like draw 3D in Paint 3D, then you should probably search a tutorial because I'm not that good at explaining things, but it's just with these type of things like drawing, these type of things like look, it's transforming and boom, there we go. We have a 3D drawing like that. But yeah, you should just watch a tutorial about it because I am not the best explaining as you all can tell. So now that we have 7 as our character. Now we should just delete the original Bandu. um, just eliminate it. There we go. Just place it right there. I think that's the correct size, but I may be wrong. I'm not sure what's Origin's like size, so I'm just gonna make it big. Make it a bit big. I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay. So we have 7. If you may ask why the position is just blank, you'll see later. I'll just be careful with Paint 3D sometimes. I don't know why, but it just decides to die for some reason. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen on this video, but if it does, then I'll just repeat it off screen or something. So I'm just gonna save this as 7 idle. There we go. 7 idle. Just save it in Paint 3D. Like saving it first in Paint 3D, not save it in as. Just saving it as in just saving it in Paint 3D, like on the app, not on the computer. So now we wait for a minute. It usually takes some time. It takes a little long. I don't know. I always just look at other stuff while it saves other is. Now that that's done, we should just like this is the normal pose. Okay. So now we just head over here. We save it as an image. We save it as an image. Make sure to also transparency, because otherwise it won't be transparent. The white background will be, yeah, basically it won't be transparent. So now we save it as, and I'll probably, well, well, I don't know. I'll probably don't cut this. So now we're just gonna put this as a folder. Well, I put it as a folder. I'm not sure about you all. I put it as a folder, like 7 3D, like the character. It's just for better like organization and not just to be with all the sprites assets and all. And now we save it as 7 idle. Like it can be any name, but it needs to be 7 idle and then a number, but in order. But the technique I sometimes use, like, you see how 7 is static over there? Well, that's because we are gonna do the animation slowly. So this is the actually, I actually did in reverse because this is actually the last pose of 7. So I planned it to be only 4 frames. So let's put 7 idle 4. And we saved it. Now we wait until it saves and boom, there we go. So now here's the tricky part. Because this whole animation tutorial thing, it's not that simple or easy. So what we're about to do now, it's do the animation, but in reverse. Like if 7 is in the final pose, like I sometimes do it on the final pose, other times I do it like first on the first pose and then slowly moving. But for adult animations and other like expunge, like moving assets everywhere thing, I'd rather just do it from the last pose and then just mess around with it. So for 7, since 7's adult just goes down, we're gonna go down too. Like, we're gonna go over here, boom. We're gonna put this a little bit up. Let's raise the arm a bit. Raising the arm. We're gonna make the legs move a bit. Like you have to be real careful with it because you have to be consistent in order for the sprite to be consistent. And the face, just move it a bit down. There we go. So I may fail at this because it actually takes me sometimes to make the animation smooth as possible. But yeah, we have the second pose, so now we saved it as. Also, make the poses like transition it slightly. Like if you're gonna do a move, you just do it. You just move it slightly. You don't just put it, yeah, like, okay, let me explain. You don't just move it like really, 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 really choppy. You just move it slowly and being careful, otherwise it will look very choppy and bad. So now we do the same. We save it as well. We put transparency on it. We saved it and we put it as 7 out of 3 because it's the poses that goes before 4. Boom, there we go. Now we just go a bit down. Wait, let me just let me there we no. Just select 7 and a bit down. There we go. So now for this other pose, we're just gonna put this here, put this other one here. There we go. The poses are there. So now we also move this here, but here, just slowly, don't mind me just saying a lot of stuff because I just like talking a bit. There we go. It's slowly moving, but that's good because it's important. It's really important for later. So now we put it as transparent too. We saved it as the last frame, another last frame over here. Boom. We have another frame done, slowly moving, slowly keeping it like consistent. And now we move it a little bit down again. And moving the arms up, up. There we go. Here. And be moving this down. There we go. Now we have the last pose, which is 7, like all the way down. Now we're gonna test if this actually looks good or it looks meh. And it can depend. But okay. We have these 3 frames. So now we save this as the first frame, the first, like, number 1. There we go. Now, once that's done, we just go, like, I didn't set this before, but you kind of need, like, Adobe Animate or something. Well, I especially use Adobe Animate because it's much, much better. It works for a lot of mods, like every FNF mod. And yeah, it's just better because, well, now that we have Adobe Animate over here, just, yeah, I, no, I, yeah. We Okay, this is a random drawing, but we're gonna make this as a symbol. Now, this is a symbol, and what is this? You may ask. This is the we go over here. Like, on the band origin spreadsheet, there's this XML file. If you can't open it, I recommend you use it like I don't know why I have Internet Explorer still, but yeah, you just can't open it as a block note. Like over here, it's almost the same results. But what matters here on all this coding thing is the names, because all of this is just in Adobe Animate. That's why it's better. So now we carefully just copy the name of it. Just the name. The numbers over here don't matter, but you have to copy the exact name on this quote. This. You have to copy the exact same, except for the 4 numbers at the last part. And that's what I do with every FNF mod. How to make it as a spreadsheet. So there we go. We have item. Now this doesn't matter. You don't worry about this drawing. You don't have to draw like a high or everything. It's just a placeholder. So now we also made a symbol inside the symbol. This is name whatever it is, like 7 item. Now we have that. We can delete this placeholder now, and we are gonna head to import and import to stage. We wait a minute. Okay. Now we head where we saved the 7 thing, 4 frames. There we go. It's 4 frames, and just grab, like, I'm not sure if you can grab all of them, but I usually just grab the first one, because since we named it like 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's easy, because just open it, and Adobe Animate says this file appears to be a part of a sequence of images. Do you want to import all of the images in the sequence? And then yeah, just click yeah, and there we go. We have 7. Now we just make this frames like 2 and 2. Yes, I mean, I'm comfortable with it. I like it more. But yeah, see how the space, the size is the same for every frame. That's because we saved it as an image. Then it goes like up. Like, it can go for other frames. Like, if I want, I can just don't save by every. Well, I mostly don't save by every frame. I just do it the first frame. I'm about to do it for every animation over here. So I'm just gonna, like, I will just not save. Like, for me, after I do the pose, it just doesn't work for me. So it's just kind of useless to save it unless you want to tweak it or something. But I don't know. I'm just more comfortable. Comfortable. There we go. Comfort. Fuck. I'm having a stroke. Anyways, Let's just wait until this project loads, because sometimes this takes a while. Sometimes. Not every time. Maybe it depends on the computer, but since my computer is not the best one you've seen, so I'm just gonna cut it until it loads. I don't wanna, yeah, this. Alright, there we go. So 7 and on his original pose. Now what I said before, like I can make it more frames if I want. Like if this last frame feels a little bit dry or something, I can all just do this quickly by putting it a bit up and moving it really slightly. Like if it does just a little transition. If it lets me, because in 3D can be this thing. I'm just gonna move it a bit up. That's all I'm gonna do. Because now if I saved it as an image, like here, and transparency, save it, and that's another frame over here. Boom, there we go. 7 idle 5. Wait. And now over here, like I usually just control C everything I did over here. But if you don't want to do that, then you can just add the frame directly by importing it. But I like more to do it this way because every frame is just synchronized and I don't need to do much. Just there we go. It feels, yeah, look, it feels a little smoother now because I just added that frame. You can probably also just do it in Adobe Animate, but I just did it because why not? Yeah, 7 is much smoother now. You can see the smooth animation. I think. Oh, yeah. Now, yeah, that's kind of it because now I just put it here and yeah, just put it at the same frames because I don't know, I just like it to be like that. And there we go. I just okay, you see how it loops a lot? You can just fix that by making this thing longer. Like the frames longer. The last frame longer until 20 frames. So now it loops, and that's because we were being careful while moving the arms and the thing. Because if we just did it choppily, then the result while doing it slow and steady. Like this actually needs patience. It's not easy. It's quite hard sometimes. Like when you messed up a pose and it looks choppy, then you kind of just delete that pose or do another one somehow. Like try to replicate it, or in the worst case, it's just do the entire pose again entirely, which is sometimes it's. These type of videos are kind of pain, but I like doing them. I like it. Just boom. Because at the end of the day, this looks smooth as hell. Well, maybe it doesn't now, but in the game it does. Yeah, that's basically, I think, all the tutorial. Because now the other poses, I'll do it off screen, but it's basically the same process. Just doing this by, yeah, just doing the poses from the first frame and everything. Well, yeah, no, doing the poses from the last frame and then moving it to the first frame. That's how I do. But if you can also just do it from the first frame to the last frame, that'll also work. I just do it this way because it kind of looks better. I don't know. I think it's the same thing. I'm not sure. Also, sometimes just go over here, even Bambi thing, shared Bambi thing. I like it to be. I like to have a reference sheet, I guess, in the background. Oh wait, Adobe just froze. Just wait until it responds. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's the same size as we put it. Like over here. There we go. Now I would do another thing, but that's kind of different. But like I can do it right now, but it's kind of different. It's more for the. You see how in the sprites, if you look at closely, you can see like pixels, like these weird pixels, and in mine it doesn't. That's because that's another thing called dithering, and I do it with GIMP and an app named GIMP. Yeah, I just like to do that because it fits better the art style over here. But that's when I finished the sprite. I finished the sprite sheet. I imported it, and then I put dithering on it, so the sprites look like this. And I think that's all about this tutorial. How to make 3D animation. I just do it this way. Maybe there's some more other ways to do it easily, or I'm not sure, but this is the way I do it. Uh, yeah, I think that's gonna be it.